Going to be a very good session because I'm stuck in this Twitter space, and the reason why I'm staying is because the host I'm good friends with. One, two, super interesting topic. Three, he offered to, after the space, for us to jump into a Discord and him just go through contracts privately. So, well, I think that'll be very valuable for me. But I still want to get through this dumb thing today. So this isn't gonna end well, by the way. Absolutely not. Um Price feed in there, replace args. We've done that. Have we done the ad text lately?
Awesome.
I don't
Thank you.
think
I
so.
appreciate that. I'm just learning. I'm doing my project for my people, so I definitely want to
We
do it
just
right.
did.
That's right about where I am. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we set the args here and we did that. I remember my cat just like walked across my thing rudely and I had to stop. And then I got 2 vaccines, and the doctor said that the flu shot was not going to be as bad as the COVID shot in the long run, but so far, totally feel the flu shot way more.
And then take this args and pop it on down into the second parameter here.
Which we did.
All right, great. Now let's go ahead and deploy this to the Rinkeby testnet. And what do we need to deploy this to the Rinkeby testnet? Well, let's jump into our hardhat config first, and let's clean this up. We don't really need this accounts task, so I'm just going to delete it. We don't really need this comment, so I'm going to delete this too. And let's jump into the network section. We're not going to be working with Robston, so
I was in there damn near all day before I came and started hosting my space, and just there's really official people in there that know what they're talking about. They've been in blockchain for a really long time, and it's just another space that I highly recommend you guys go and bide your time into. And them, and then one of my all-time favorites, like Ultimate and Evil Plan, and all of them with their totally uninformed opinions. Sometimes they get crazy off topic, but majority of the time they are on it, man.
We're going to go ahead and dump that. We are, however, going to be working with Rinkeby. The URL is going to be that same Rinkeby RPC URL. So we're going to define that up here like we did before. And if you want to copy paste from your last project, feel free to do so. You can also follow along with me or fast forward me. The accounts is going to be the same. I'm going to go ahead and just copy paste the gas reporter with what we had from before.
Gas reporter?
Come down to see project strategies and goodbye. So it'll be Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
One more time, the real times.
Yeah, no, for real or no?
Just kidding.
All right. Oh, all right, Tiny, you were gonna say something too, weren't you, real quick? And then we'll go back to Fitz.
I was. So I'm not going to say whose space it was, but I just wanted to say I was in a space today that was absolutely freaking crazy. I don't know if anybody knows. Somebody would have thrown up an emoji if they were in the room. But the host got very angry. There was a lot of screaming, super crazy, and it was a very big, a huge space. So, not all.
Oh, no.
What I hear is, see those red flags and understand them. Stay out of those spaces.
Let's not go to that space today.
Nah, man.
The funny thing is it's recorded and they kept it up. They didn't. I would have deleted that recording.
You can't, though. That's the thing. Once it's recorded, there's so many different platforms now. Now that we're on it, NFT Talk space. Go check it out. Go to my link tree. Use the link in order to get to make a profile there.
What is that link tree? I saw that. I did join the talks one, but what is the link tree?
Oh, Linktree? So Linktree is just, it's basically a platform or an app that, I don't know what the correct terminology is for it, but basically a place that you can organize all your main links for people just to be able to click the Linktree, go through and see all your other stuff. But like, if you guys have your own website, yeah, but I recommend, like, if you guys have your own website, I've been slacking on it. I haven't, like, all my stuff's on the website, but I haven't changed my link tree directly to my main website, so you just reminded me to do that. But, so tonight that'll be changed. But yeah, if you guys have your own website, I highly recommend, like, a portfolio website. Just have a page with all your social medias, all your links to your other websites, all that.
I'm just going to assume I copied the entire thing over, so it's fine.
Focus that traction and all that engagement directly to your platform, because it feeds into the algorithm and it makes your site perform better, right? I mean, that's what we want.
I'll definitely say all the social connections was a big challenge for me. I literally wasn't even on Instagram or Twitter. I went and made an Instagram account when someone asked me to see the dragons. So learning all of these social channels has been quite a learning curve, because we have Discord, Telegram, LinkedIn, and then the link tree, like you said, to be able to connect them all. So thank you for that. That'll definitely help smooth things.
Yeah, and it's free to create too. It's super, super useful. Like, I mean, I was in the same boat. You know, I didn't even have a Twitter before January of last year.
Yep.
I started mine. I started posting in, I think, February or March of this year.
Yeah.
So.
I went to Twitter. My Instagram got hacked, and I had to fight for it for 3 days. And during that time, I kind of started spending more time on Twitter, and it just went crazy. So I just stayed here mostly. Now my Instagram, I'm barely on.
I mean, this is the mecca of Web3 essentially. But I mean, there are still so many different opportunities out there, like on every single platform now. Like, as the space grows, so like me and Tiny have said it, I don't know, hundreds of times in our previous spaces. Like, I mean, if you can and you can handle it, diversify. You know what I mean? Like, go and utilize these different platforms.
I'm going to go ahead and just copy paste the gas reporter with what we had from before. So we're going to add this CoinMarketCap API key equals process.emb dot CoinMarketCap API key. Do the same thing with the Etherscan API key. Let's just add everything in here now.
So, I mean, that should say it stated alone, right?
We have our Etherscan section in here already.
The reason that a lot of other people could have Twitter, going forward, that we're on TikTok or Instagram and whatnot, is probably could be because
I don't know what he's copying and pasting from. I mean,
it goes back to, like, the topic that tonight, like, struggles as an artist. It's not just the tech piece. It's tech and business and marketing and your communication. Like, you are a one-man show in a really complicated, involved job.
Right. And
so I'll say, I connected the Instagram to Facebook, and both of those still grow. They still keep growing, but Twitter, I get the most interaction, I would say.
Yeah.
And the Twitter has.
So now they want to do the Etherscan?
I was at.
Maybe we should just go through this.
2,500 on my Instagram, and when I had to switch it over, so that's slowly grown.
So this went up with Slitty at the bottom.
I'm almost up to 4,000.
This should be in alphabetical order, I think, but whatever.
I just go out and say hi to people. So the Instagram's definitely been a lot slower, and it's just people more sharing on it. Twitter's definitely more people asking. That's what really got me to drive.
Multiple versions of Solidity.
What are you doing? I was like,
So there's a default network of that.
And like, as soon as you post like NFTs on Twitter, pictures on Twitter, and you hashtag NFT or anything of that sort, all you're gonna get are like these bot profiles like, post your art on this page. Like, dude, I got it left and right all day. I
gotta say, I'm so bad at the hashtags. Like, I literally had someone tell me, be like, you should do hashtag Wild Worlds of Dragons to build your brand. Because I just forget. I just don't think about it.
You know what I will say is like, so over the last, and then I'll jump over to you, Fitz. I saw your hand go up. My bad, buddy. But over the last like
Doing things in alphabetical order
7
helps
months,
it.
seven,
You find things afterwards.
6 or 7 months, right around that time. Twitter did an update with their API, and I feel like it started to like almost shadow ban any tweets with links in the main tweet or hashtags in there. And if it didn't shadow ban them, what it did was instantly trigger all these different bots. My nephew's here, guys. Hold on a second.
Hey!
We're gonna teach them young.
He's the best.
Yeah, but
So you got the Ethernet
so
API
like
key.
I started to find out that like, because I used to use hashtags all the time. I used to use links all the time, and I would get great engagement.
We're going to have our gas reporter be false because I don't really feel like using it right.
And just bot accounts. And then like I noticed my retweets, like I couldn't even see them, but whenever I would go to search them or the comments in there, it was just these bots that are going, promote this on such and such. So over time, like over the last few
and then
months,
finally
like,
we're going
I've
to add
started to
one
kinda,
more
like,
thing
figure
in
out what
here.
works and what
Remember,
doesn't. And I started to notice that short and concise tweets with no links, no hashtags end up getting the most engagement. And then not only that, yeah.
I have to say that's pretty much how I have done all my tweets. Is just like, hello guys, here's a picture of some Dragon Love, and it's really grown my account all on its own. I haven't done any.
You can try being done boast for boast, though. That's a thing.
That's the way to kind of float the algorithm now. Am I 100% sure? Honest, absolutely not. You know what I mean? But
well, I may have accidentally fallen into the proper rhythm.
Yeah. So, which is a good thing, and like, but have I noticed a difference? Yes, 100%. So I mean that's a good thing to notice, because I know a lot of creators that have been here in the space for over a year, and that's just the way that they've done things. They've grown accustomed to it, and it worked. But it's
how in our last project, before we actually verified, we waited some block confirmations. That way Etherscan could make sure to catch up. Well, we can do the exact same thing in here. In our hardhat.config, we can add a section for each testnet for how many blocks we want to wait. I'm going to add block confirmations of 6.
Just like their posts are dead.
Okay.
And I try to stress this all the time to people. Hashtags, yes, and don't get me wrong, like I built up, a decent amount of number of followers and great solid community members that react with my stuff too. So
can I say I think one of the number one important things is being genuine. I think that's what really does it, is being genuine. Your genuine self, genuinely engaging with other people. I think that's what really makes the big difference now, because too many people had the flood of bots.
Now, back in our deploy
100%.
fund me.
I mean, like that's probably the biggest thing. You know what I mean? Being yourself and just literally just do what you love, man, and like you'll find your tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, just be you and go meet as many people as you can, and eventually, the people that want to be there, they'll be there. The people that don't, won't. And that's
In a new section, I can add weight.
People that you want surrounding you. So I think that's one of the biggest
So the
things.
fund me deploy fund
thank you for
me
bringing that up, actually.
from args log
I
confirmation.
definitely didn't want to miss that point, because I think that's honestly what has gotten my stuff. People have asked me how have I grown it, and I don't feel that I have done anything but just be my honest self. And I really think that has been the key. So I definitely didn't want to miss that out.
Yeah, no, hell yeah, that's
I feel like
a
it's
great
like
one.
a this
And then, like,
situation.
Let's say you guys are just getting into this space,
Confirmations.
Twitter followers aren't up there, and it makes sense to use those hashtags and stuff like this. Like,
Of network dot
maybe
config.
if those hashtags and stuff, if they're working for you at the time, go ahead. I'm not sure that they do. Now, mind you, I don't know.
My understanding about the hashtags, my 2 cents, just from what I'm hearing, it's more for brand building than attention grabbing.
Yeah,
If you're out there trying to do like the NFT ones like you were talking about, you're probably going to get the bots. But if you're just out there doing your own hashtag, you're showing people who you are.
Hell
Does that
yeah.
make sense?
I agree with that big time. And then like even for like giveaways and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Have those people when they have those people when they drop that tweet on Twitter or something, you know, hashtag like what we do is like stay levitated or feeling the vibe is what we used to do. That way, like if you're a founder, you can easily just go into the search bar, type feeling the vibe or
block.
stay levitated, and those tweets are all
Confirmations.
up to you. Super useful.
Or
yeah.
one.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. Give me just a second. I want to, before I do go, we got FOMO Head up here and the photo grabber. I want to welcome you two to the stage. FOMO, I know you have some really cool information to tell us. I actually just updated it on the website on levitatedarts.com.
This or one means if no block confirmations is given in our hardhead.config, we'll just wait for one block. And again, the reason we want to wait for approximately 6 block confirmations is we want to give Etherscan a chance to index our
What's up? I was just doing some dishes listening, but I mean, if we're talking
transaction. I added channel ID 42 when it should be 4, my mistake. And of course, we're going to need our .env file where we add all of our stuff from the last session. The Ring PRPC URL, private key, Etherscan API, and then CoinMarketCap API. All right, the moment of truth. Let's try this out. If we run yarn, hardhead deploy, -- network ring.
My mistakes that I've made, he's kind of educated me on where to stop and where to go wrong. I didn't know enough or didn't do enough Twitter spaces to kind of meet and connect with, real developers and, other good people that I build a connection with. I hired out because I wanted to get things done pretty quickly. I hired Fiverr people to help with the development of our
this seems like it's not going to end well.
And I had a discussion with them, and anytime you're using, and don't get me wrong, Fiverr's good. If you need to get something done and done quick, Fiverr can be good, but you need to review the contract. Things that you say, talk about, you need to make sure they are highlighted and highlighted in plain text of what that is. I wanted a generative art NFT, and I thought they were going to help me generate the art. No, they just were creating the smart contract, and they put, in terms, and they said, no, us actually tying the metadata to the NFTs, us tying the art and actually running the generative code was not part of the contract. And that cost me like 48 hours one weekend to learn how to do that. I mean, I'm kind of happy it happened because before I didn't know how to do that, and now I know how to do that. But you really have to be careful with your contracts and how you word them and what is in them, because people, with these Fiverr and Upwork will hold you to the words that are, specified in the contract. Lesson learned, move on, and now review, and before you sign anything or go over, have another 5-minute meeting. Go over verbally, okay, we agreed upon this, that means X, Y, Z. Don't just have a meeting, they send you a contract, sign it. Go over it a second time whenever you're making any type of business deal and money is being handed over.
Most definitely, man. And then, if you have the opportunity to, get that smart contract audited by another for entirely.
I absolutely did. I got it audited. Someone's been fixing it and, took me through it. I own it. I took them off of it. I logged them out of everything. So, yeah.
My fear with, going to Fiverr, for smart contracts specifically is, especially if you can't read code, if you can't understand code and how to digest the code or the contract itself, or if you don't have another developer to go back and audit it, is the risk that there's a lot of money to be made in the NFT space, and any developer could go in here, toss in a code that transfers and that holds your money in your contract wallet for a little bit, but then once it reaches a certain aspect, boom, it automatically wallet drains. It just drains the wallet into, whatever wallet they, drains the contract wallet into whoever's wallet they want it to go to. So, I mean, there's a huge risk when you're outsourcing for smart contracts. So it's,
I'm not the most
very,
reliable
very risky
in the
business.
morning.
And if you have money involved, be as safe as you possibly can. Make sure that you get it audited. You find art. I'm sure you are, so happy now that you probably have a basic understanding of how to look and read into that smart contract since you had to troubleshoot yourself. So I mean, yeah, that's just cool, man. I think that's it's really important as well.
Cost me $4,000. Well, I paid that because I thought they were going to do that 48 hours of work that I didn't have to do. So it's like, you got to know what you're paying for. Like, it would have been worth, for me, the $4,000 to kind of pay for the smart contract, that week and a half of work it took me to get the coding and stuff. But, I just copy and paste.
That's like pocket change. I'm not saying, like, for me, like, it's like pocket change. Not like that. Like, I'm not that big of a dickhead, but I'm saying, like, for a Solidity developer alone, like, most of these developers want 3 digits, like, well, 6 figures, and
I was told 50, 60 grand on my first one.
Anywhere from 50 to 180, like.
So when I first got started, I tried to get in with. There was a group that tried to collaborate with me, partner with me, and they wanted me to pay them out of my profits. I was supposed to pay them $50,000-$60,000 worth of stuff for the blockchain stuff, is what they were quoting me. So thankfully, I was able to. As I learned more, I was able to. It wasn't even a valid contract and stuff, but absolutely. Keeping yourself safe, getting in with some of these people that are trying to charge you way over the amounts for something that you could learn yourself is really something that I have a heart to help protect other people from.
And now I do understand, like, okay, this is your main focus. You're running a business. You're handling logistics per se. You don't have any time to go over and handle any of the smart contracts, any updates. You want somebody that is well-versed in Solidity and smart contracts, because
like my Pi protocol, they're taking 5% of the price,
exactly,
which is reasonable.
But now my question for you now is, and I'm hoping this is a yes, but when the project launches, is Pi protocol going to be there live to assist in any failed transactions, anything
absolutely
that possibly goes wrong? Because you guys, like, when you launch a project and let's just say something goes wrong in the code once you hit a certain amount of, like, volume coming in, like, it just can't handle it and something goes wrong.
Yeah, so they actually have what you're talking about. So I did actually just launch, and so the metadata on the books was taking longer than possible, and so we actually extended, some things and stuff, and they were able to do all that on the fly. So it really has been, they literally, oh my gosh, I honestly, I would have not wanted to do this launch without them. They were there every step of the way and thought about everything that my crazy mind couldn't even think of.
And that's very, very important, especially like, all right, if you're just doing, an art-based project and you don't have, like, serious logistics or, like, innovative code within there, you'll probably be okay, right? But now, like, if you're looking into, like, launching a business, you have a ton of people waiting for this mint date, and you're doing something that is different or, new in the coding side of things, like, you're going to need your developer on call, because one thing goes wrong, somebody jumps in your Discord, they start fudding you. I mean, people are vicious, man. People will come in there, you will get FUD after FUD after FUD, and if you're not able to get on it and get it picked up quickly, I know most of the community will probably understand, because usually they're reasonable people and they know who they're dealing with, because if you built it right, they're there with you. But if not, and you get just those people that are coming in for that purchase and that flip, you know what I mean? You want to, dot your I's, cross your T's, be on your P's and Q's, essentially. Like, I would just use, like,
100%, because we're dealing with so much metadata and stuff. That's why I was saying, you guys who understand all the contracts and understand that blockchain and metadata, you guys are definitely artists in your very own form. It's just amazing.
It's tough, but I mean, well, we have FOMO in here. See you raising your hand, boss. How are you today?
I'm doing amazing. Doing amazing. Just wanted to chime in before I got to take off. I got another conference call on that poker room that I've created for Discords and to get out of Discords and do all my hard work. I'm just confirming. We're going to be doing a Levitated Society poker game on Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Is that correct?
Yes, 4 p.m. Pacific time, you guys. There's going to be automatic games every single Sunday. I won't be going in to host them anymore or setting them all up. It'll be amazing. FOMO, I want to get on a phone call with you tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll shoot you a text and we can get on whenever you have time. But also, another thing about that, man, is so these split vibes, you guys, that is going to be one of the additions within those. So, like, holders of the split vibes are going to get free rolls into each game. Into each game on Sunday, into like money, like games where you can win money or other NFTs regardless. So yeah, that's going to be a benefit of what we have coming as well. So if you guys want to learn a little bit more about what the split vibes entail and what we're doing with that mint, go to levitatedarts.com and then go over to the last, there's a page on there that says split vibes mint. Go there, and I updated all the info about him and everything. You guys can read up and see.
And I also wanted to comment because my wife loves dragons, and every time I'm in your space, I go around to everybody. The wild world of dragons. You're gonna make my wife's day as soon as she sees them.
If you send me a DM, I'll send you a couple of special queen pics. We got married with dragons on the side of us. Oh my gosh. I developed a Web3 book that's like a Harry Potter book with the dragons coming to life. My people call it dragon porn, which you know what I'm gonna start doing on my Twitter page. I'll take a picture. We have everything dragon in the entire house. I mean, dragon eggs. So they are based off of my real life dragon mobile sculpture. So I actually live with the dragons too. You guys are gonna love it. So yeah, I just want to say thanks for that. And then Levitated, to go back real quick, when you guys, we're talking for like 20 minutes before you went on break for a minute, being sincere and being who you are and always being real, that is who Levitated is. And that's why, I'll call Levitated on the phone and I'll reach out to him. We'll talk on the cell phone. He knows who I really am in the world. So it's organic. And then I try not to put those endorphins in, like how many people are in my space every morning, how many people like me, and yada, yada, yada. Being real each and every day, you'll get the people who you want to be around just organically, and just always be you. Because you cannot morph into somebody who you're not for too long, and then everybody will get to know the real you eventually. So it's better just to be the real you. It's a lot less stressful.
I tell you, it makes my job so much easier. I don't got to come on and put an act out. You guys know me for who I am. Like,
not just easier, it's exciting to be able to come out and be your true self, and people just love it. Like, with the dragons and stuff, I never thought I'd be sharing dragons and making dragon worlds, but I love it. It's awesome.
I got some FOMO.
And then I'll give one more thing before I get a run. When you meet people like Levitated and you, also I'll call you the Wild World of Dragons, and everybody else in the space who I began to follow, you make the world a better place. I try to explain this to people. I have a lot of choices in my life. I could do other things. But when Levitated is a space, I try to move my normal stuff around, or now that I'm following Wild World of Dragons, and then I follow a lot of people in the space, it just adds value to my life. So I do want to thank everybody for being who you are, because there's a lot of people in these spaces that make my life better. So I just want to humbly say thank you very much, because you add just a lot of value to my life as a person, and just say thank you for that. So I appreciate you guys.
Thank you, man. I'll honestly, I want to say one thing for Wild. She sent me a preview of her audiobook or book NFT, and it was awesome. It was a perfect nightcap after our last space. But like, serious
I'm so glad you enjoyed.
Yeah, I did. On a serious note, FOMO, like, you and every single other one of these people in this space, and whether you're in here or not, like honestly, you guys are what continues to help me push forward and strive for my dreams. So like, you know, like it's not even like I can't even take it's hard for me to take the compliment because it all comes from the energy that is put out to me. Like I appreciate all of you so much. I'm gonna work my ass off regardless. Like, like that's really it.
Can I also say thank you so much, FOMO? That means a lot to me. It really does. That really, truly, people enjoying me being myself out there is what has inspired me as well. So I 100% understand Levitate. You guys appreciating what we do just feeds everything we do and makes us want to bring it so much more. So when we all shine our lights together, it's just so much brighter.
I appreciate everyone, and then I'll see everybody soon. I got to bolt, but have a beautiful night, and I'll see everybody on the next space with Levitated or then any of yours. Because every time I follow somebody, I click on that bell. So if you guys run a space or you're doing something, I can stay informed. So I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful night.
Take care, FOMO. Get some rest. I'll give you a call tomorrow.
You got it, brother.
All right, you guys. We got Photo Grabber up here. What is going on, buddy?
Can I interrupt real quick because I got to run? I just want to say thank you to everybody and keep working, hit those spaces, get out there, build those connections. That's, you know, from one of the biggest names in this space. His biggest advice is make those connections because that's where you're going to make it. It's not about the sales. It's about who you connect with and who you have around you. Thank you.
Hey, man, it was awesome meeting you, brother. Always welcome in here.
If you're still there, thank you so much for such great advice as well. I definitely appreciate it.
Straight up. You know what? I gotta call them out. I know they're probably at work, but I see Arcadians down there, and you guys, I miss them. I'm really, really hoping that they're killing the game still. If you guys don't know who Arcadians is or what the Arcadians are doing, I would highly recommend to go check it out. They're making huge global impact on in real life matters and stuff like that down under. So yeah, definitely go check them out. But that a little shameless shill because I don't think they'll be able to get up on stage tonight, and it's been a long time since I've seen them. But with that being said, what's up, Photo Grabber? How are you today, bot? Oh man, we got a hand up.
You know what, man? I'm very, very calm and cool and collected. I'll let the hand go first, and then we'll have a wee chat and just catch up. It's good to hear everyone, except your flowers when you get given them. Lev, you do a hard job, my friend.
Thank you, bro.
Sorry for that break.
Slick, man? Photograph is gonna be a gentleman.
They told me to do it before the end of the day today. I need to show up somewhere at 9 in the morning.
Gonna say what's up, Levitated? What's up, Tiny? And I just kind of wanted to circle back around like meeting people and finding people. You know, Twitter Spaces is a great way to meet and network, but you know, don't just limit yourself to Twitter. Like as of recently, I've actually found meetup groups, like the meetup.com website. I mean, like meetup groups actually has had some Web3 organizations putting on real life events where you can actually meet people in person and make real life connections that are local. And even on LinkedIn, finding groups like within your area to have that in-person connection and, you know, better communicate your vision, you know, can really streamline, you know, your project and you know, really make some solid connections that way.
Bro, mad. I agree with you big time on that. Loki, has anybody? I've been hearing about Tumblr lately. Like Tumblr's picking up, and they're getting a big Web3 platform over there. Is this true, or are people bullshitting me?
I haven't heard anything about Tumblr coming back, but that doesn't mean it's not happening.
Yo, I've been seeing it.
Sorry, guys.
We tried verifying.
Tumblr never went away.
There you go.
I've had 2 accounts that have been growing steadily on Tumblr for years, and it's still a very, very active community. Very, very underground. There's a lot of stuff that you can follow. There's a lot of niches that you can get involved with, but it's still a thriving community there. It's the same as subreddits. Reddit as well is like a really popping place to have like your own pigeonholed communities and stuff. It's really fun. Just wanted to pop that in.
No, I mean, it was well worth it. I think the stage is yours at this point, boss.
No, I'm not taking no stage, man. I'm just here to say what's up. Levitated, I'll also do this. This is Project Strategy and Good Vibes, episode 73. You're listening to the host, Levitated Society, who puts in more hours than what anybody could fathom into putting this project and making people happy. So
I can get some sleep now. I do sleep at night now, sadly.
That's what I like to hear. As long as you can accept flowers when they're given to you as well, man, because you do a really good job. Like, I speak to you in the DMs, you're like, come and do this, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, man, I'm caught elsewhere.
Which, no, I totally get that, too. I gotta say, some of you guys, I'm not taking flowers until I fucking succeed. Until I'm past where I plan to be. So I'm not taking flowers until we're there. You guys can save them, bring them in, like, bouquets whenever we're done. But, yeah.
Okay, we'll give you the odd red rose, we'll make you feel special. Maybe leave you some chocolates on your pillow, make you feel good. But I wanted to, like, when I jumped in, you were talking about, like, growth and metrics and what works on Twitter and what doesn't and stuff, and Twitter doesn't like links because it doesn't want you clicking someone off of their website. Hashtags definitely good for brand recognition. So for me, it would be hashtag the photo grabber. For you, it would be hashtag levitated society. That whole thing. That's just brand recognition. That just means it's targeted metrics. Having related to hashtags in your bio. So we're all Web3 enabled, aren't we? I mean, give me some emojis down there if we're Web3 enabled. We know what we're talking about to most extent. Having just NFTs in your profile drives 80,000 different search terms every day. At least 80,000 different search terms. So having just even NFTs or hashtag NFTs in your bio means that you're getting a small taste of what that search terms are. So your profile will show up. Having that rotational as well, like every time you're typing out a tweet and you type in hashtag NFT, it'll come up with the top 6 in chronological order of what's the hottest ones of the day, and it's the same for every other hashtag. So if there's something trending, just type that in.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna bring that up too. Like, so let's say you guys are building a brand, right? And go on Twitter every morning, and I'm literally speaking this. I don't do it, but I know a lot of creators that do it. It's the only reason I don't is just because I'm fucking slacking there. Now that I'm saying it, I need to actually take a step into it in my own time. But figure out what's trending in those hashtags, and then just make a meme that goes along with your brand, that has brand recognition in it, and use that hashtag. Share that meme out, and it'll be trending. And then let's say I don't know, cats were trending yesterday or something, and so I made like a levitating cat meme or some shit, right, that had my website in it or something, and I put hashtag cats in that tweet and put it out. I mean, there's potential somebody will run into it. I don't know if it'll help big time, but I think that it would. You know what I mean? I see a lot of other creators, for example, like Hash Bastards and them, like, utilizing memes to like no end, and then utilizing the trending hashtags for that day as well, and it seems to be working for them.
What's actually happening though, Lev, as well, is that unfortunately we're all in our own little echo chambers, right? We all have our own little circles that we're part of. So when you're doing the trending statuses, just say it's cats, right? I mean, nothing stopping you picking up just a right-click save picture of a cat and just typing something in, because what that does is it just boosts you out to a whole brand new circle. Maybe not everyone's enabled Web3 like all we clever people are, but it's still additional metrics and it's still eyes on your art, right? And that's the whole part of it. It's like we're just at the sort of where we are just now. There's things that are happening. We're moving forward. I hate this term that we are all going to make it, right? That whole wag me mentality, right? But like we're
not true.
Heathen.
I'm sorry.
No,
I tried to hold it back. I tried.
No, it's all right. We're paving the way to something fantastical here. Like, we're actually doing something great. Like, we're building communities. We're building, like, my win of the week. Actually, wait, this is Monday. Damn. Right. Okay. My win of last week, which still counts, right? It's still within 7 days. I connected 3 artists from the same island into a chat group to make them do a collaboration. For half an hour after, like, I opened up the communications, put it in the room, says, like, I want you guys to do 3 collaboration, I want you to do a collaboration project with you 3. Change the title to 3 artists to rule the world, and then dipped out. All 3 of them are like, you're fucking mental, what are you doing? You're like, I didn't even know that who these people are, right? Sorry for swearing. But what happened was they're all from Indonesia. They didn't even know that they're from the same island within Indonesia. And now I've just connected 3 artists together who are working on a collaboration project. Yesterday, day before, someone came into one of the spaces that I was co-hosting, one of the artists, and she was like, her name's Cynthia, right? The art is called Pom Pop. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe you put us in that room. This is great. Like, we were speaking for half an hour in English, but we don't really speak English, so we were struggling. Then we realized that we're all from Indonesia, and we started speaking Indonesian, and now we're working on this collaboration. It's great. So when she's telling me that, she's like, oh my God, I just got an email. I've just been collected. It's like she just got accepted onto Known Origin and had her Genesis collection up. And it was someone that was in the room with us that we'd baited in by talking bad about AI art and just having a little bit of fun. Not talking bad as it is bad, but just baiting people into the space, you know, because as much as everyone really likes to have the professional decorum that we have when we're promoting businesses and stuff, we're dealing with Web3, cats, memes, weed. Those are all relevant topics that a lot of people are enabled into. So if you're going to be posting stuff that is relevant to the scene that we're in, with the people that we're surrounded by, it's going to work wonders. Like, I've put up some really funny statuses that have popped because, like, it's connected with someone and it's made them go, haha, I like that, I'm going to comment, return, and then they'll retweet, and then all of a sudden you've got 10,000 views on one post, like that whole thing. And I'm not going to take too much soapbox time, but Lev, I hit 2K. I hit my 2K followers in 2.5 months.
I saw that. Congratulations, man. I saw what you DM'd me too, and I just didn't get around to it because I was working on the website today.
Yeah, no, that's all right, man. Keep an eye on it. Gas prices are freaking wild right now.
Dude,
but
they've been insane for the last 2 days. Like, I don't know why or what's
Zen, that new esports thing. It's like going buck wild on the blockchain.
Okay, so did they just mint or something like that?
Come on, bro. Why you gotta throw me on the spot? Like, I did my research. Like, after I just hit this bowl, you could have asked me 20 minutes ago. Like, hold on. Let's do it as a class. Let me go find the page and I'll post it at the top. I got you guys. Hold on.
Fair enough. Let's do it. Yeah, because, I mean, it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. Well, while he's going and pinning that up top, you guys, if everybody in the space would do me a favor, drop down to that bottom right corner, drop a comment if you're in here. You know, I mean, it's like coming into somebody's house and just not asking if you should take your shoes off or not. Like, you know, go in there, drop a comment if you're hanging out, feed the algorithm a little bit, you know. No, but seriously though, even if you guys don't go drop a comment or retweet the room, do me one huge favor and just go up here and retweet this Levitated Split Vibes tweet that I put out. It's my pinned tweet as well. While he's looking that up, you guys, I will give you guys a little rundown. So
I'm just about to jump out, by the way. I just wanted to say hi and congratulations, Lev. But I also I have a couple of tweet templates that are really good in engagement farming. So I love engagement farming. I mean, that's what I do. This is why I've managed to gain like 1,700 followers in the space of like 2.5 months. So I'll pop you a couple of tweets. I'll keep it kind of secret as well, so that once you actually pop them, you'll see some interactions and you'll see some nice vibes, good flow. This is Project Strategy and Good Vibes with Levitated Society. This is episode number 73. We're here for some good times, some well-researched information, but again, no financial advice, no legal advice. This is something that you should do on your own. Also, do your own research. You know, if you've got a burning question, seek it from many sources. Don't just get your one source of information. Take it from multiple sources and get your average there, and you'll find it's a much better, because you'll have a learning experience as well. But that's been my little TED talk for the day. I'm glad to have met everyone here. Have a great day, and Levitated, over to you, my friend.
Nah, Photographer, thank you for coming in, buddy. I hope you have a good rest of your night. All I was gonna do, you guys, was just run through the new drop that we have going on currently. Like, if you guys are a V2 Vibe owner, which is the Levitated Vibes V2 collection, the one-of-one collection of ours, if you guys own one of those right now until like 6 p.m. tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. I'm not sure what time that'll be for you guys, but that's when the V2 Vibe, like split vibe claim ends. So we're going to be open. That's when it ends, and we'll be opening up to public launch. Public launch is going to be 0.03 Ethereum. These are basically a unique but cheap way to become part of the Levitated Society community as a whole. As you guys heard with, FOMO earlier, there's going to be benefits for free poker rolls and poker games every Sunday. And then also there's a ton more, like one specific, so they come with, whitelist to the emoticons. You will get a discounted mint for whenever our main project launches. They come with the raffles every month as well. And then, there's more on levitatedarts.com. I'm just not reading from it. It's off the top of my head right now. But, aside from that, if you guys, if you collect and own 10 of the split vibes and you become a vibe whale, then you will have the opportunity to reach out and request a one-of-one, customized mutated split vibe, and then also a limited edition Levitated Society t-shirt as well.
Made a sample.
So, and that'll be standing for
so that I can check and make sure that I have
long,
things.
Forever, essentially, right?
So,
if you collect 10 of them and show proof, which I'll have all of this stuff sorted out tomorrow. I'm still working on the files and shit like that.
So
we have claim forms and stuff. So what I did today was just get the website ready for public launch. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going in with them, and as the Levitated Society, continues to network and open up to,
I got rid of the blockchain thing.
Other opportunity. You know what? Metager's in here. Maybe I'm gonna DM you, Meta. But as the time goes on, there's going to be other things, added to it. We're gonna figure it out. It's literally off the fly.
So we're not using hard hat. We're skipping the mocks.
A project that continues to get back to those holders that are coming in a later time, because I know that our one-of-one collection, it's not crazy out of range and everything, but it's got a higher price point. It comes with a little bit more benefits, so the higher price point is there. But I just wanted to open up the door for a different opportunity, or equal opportunity for everyone else as well. But yeah, that's my little shill. Meta, you find out any info? Maybe he's still doing that.
Who's smoking that bowl?
He didn't even type in the search bar. No. What's up, Tiny?
I don't know. I had an idea I kind of want to run by you. I'm thinking, I guess I'll post it to the top since I'm about to talk about it. But I have the fortune teller castle piece. I think I have 4 different fortune teller pieces up on OpenSea right now. And I was thinking, since it's Halloween month and that's kind of a fun theme, that for anybody that buys one of them, I would give them a free one-of-one castle key. Because those castle keys are instead of a whitelist, I have key holders. So anybody that has one will get 2 free mints for my generative collection when it happens, which will hopefully be soon. But what do you think about doing that? Because in the past, the only way I've given out the castle keys is by you had to donate to House of Ruth and post a picture in my Discord. And so that was how I did that before.
I mean, I think it's a good idea, but obviously it, like, limits, like, it's a lot of
Well, there's
work,
only
right?
4 pieces. There's only 4 of those, Halloween.
So if you collect one of those 4 pieces, then you also get a castle key with it.
Yeah.
I think that would be pretty cool.
Like a Halloween promo.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. I would run it, see how it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? I would definitely try it.
You heard it here first.
Bada bing, bada boom. If you guys need to know, now you do. No, I think that would be a really good idea, actually, though. Amy, are you still down to jump into Discord and do that little walkthrough? Basically, I can essentially just create a new contract on the testnet and walk you guys through how to do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I'm still here.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for being honest. No.
No, because when I walked in this space, I said I have to do training, and then I haven't been doing my training because it's hard to do a YouTube video and do a space at the same time. But
fair enough. No, yeah. So I mean, well, honestly, if Meta doesn't get back, Meta, are you there with the info or not? If not, it's not a big deal. We know what's going on now. Fair enough. Well, you guys.
No, it's a big deal. Gas is holding me from emptying my cart. I'd love to know why gas is so high.
Aren't mutant apes minting?
No way.
No, did I make that up?
I think so. I'm hoping so. Mutant apes minted a long time ago. What mutant apes? Is there another derivative you're talking about?
I don't know. I thought I heard something this morning.
Oh, I mean, maybe you could. Maybe you did. You're not talking about, like, MAYC, right?
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
Doing another myth.
I don't think so.
No.
Unless they are tied in with this one. I don't even remember the name that Meta actually brought up. Do you, Slick?
Zenith? Or, I don't know, I've been seeing some, like, XEN or something like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Zen. I'm gonna look into it and we'll see. But hold on a second. I think we lost Meta.
What's up?
You're here?
I'm sorry.
Were you doing research?
Yeah. It's up at the top. Boom. Bang, bang, boom, boom, boom. See, it says it right there. ETH is turning deflationary again, thanks solely to a token named Zen, which has consumed half of all the Ethereum block space over the last 8 days. User has paid over $1.8 million in gas fees to interact with the token contract, which has a market cap of 500,000. So, come on, guys, look at this. There's data there. That's your research. I'm not moving it. That's a lot of stuff right now to look at. But I mean, if you are that guy, there it is for you. Let me know if it checks out.
There you go, man. Good follow through. I respect it. Well, that's why gas is so high, you guys. I'm not finding.
So, but I didn't understand that. So it's
Wait,
one.
I have to stop the stream and connect my wallet.
No, it's
one token.
One token.
And then I'll probably not be back.
ERC20 token. That is.
But we're gonna figure out.
It's Zen. XEN, yeah. X-ray Echo November.
Does this
so that's what's
work, by the way?
It should not deploy any mocks because we have this if statement in our mock deployment, but it should deploy our FundMe contract using the correct price feed address. And then it'll go ahead and verify it, since we're waiting for 6 block confirmations. We could even be super secure by adding -- tags and just running the FundMe tag. But we're just going to do yarn hard at deploy network RinkB. And let's see what happens. All right, and we're deploying FundMe. And we can see the transaction that we have for FundMe. This is that logging feature. We have log is true for deploying FundMe. So it gives us the transaction once it adds a transaction, and it'll give us the address once we have the address. So we're going to wait 6 block confirmations for this transaction to finish going through. Now we see we've deployed this contract address with X amount of gas, and now we're running the verification process. While the verification process is running, we can pull up Rinkeby Etherscan, paste our address in here, and see that we have indeed created this contract. And
yeah, if you guys go check out Meta and what they're doing, man. I met him last week and been taking a deep dive, so I highly recommend going to.
Now it looks like we've successfully verified the contract.
I was gonna go ahead and say the little word and then end it, but I noticed we got Caden up here, and Caden hasn't spoken at all tonight. So man, I want to give you the stage as well before we end up closing it up. And we can't close it actually because we got Arcadians that just came in here and Doc that just came in here. We can't close it yet. Tiny, you are free to just cut out if you need to. I'm gonna rock it out for like another couple of minutes, and then we'll jump into Discord and we'll do the little walkthrough.
I'm gonna hang for a little.
All right, sweet. Caden, are you there?
Yeah, man, I'm here. I've been here pretty much the whole time.
I wasn't sure, man. Wasn't sure. I was trying to give you the stage, boss. How are you?
I'm good. It's now 18 minutes before in the morning, so Nico is almost
GM.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm almost going to bed because I have to get up in a little bit to get to school, so it's all good. Yeah, actually the only thing that we've pretty much got going on at the moment is Kaden actually has got a new collection out. And even if I have to say so myself, it is actually pretty cool what he's come up with. I'm just gonna put it to the top there. And the weird thing is every single person who's looked at this sees something completely different. It's almost like those little blotchy things that the psychiatrist shows you when you go and see him to check what is your mental state of mind. Sorry, Levitate, just say again?
Oh, I was saying the Rorschach or Sharks tests or whatever they're called. Yeah.
I just can't pronounce that word, so that's why I go with the blotchy thing. I just can't pronounce it. I seem to screw it up every time I try to pronounce it. But anyway, yes, that is what it is. That's his own version of it. So he's created 10 pieces so far. I do have a process video which I just need to edit so that Twitter actually accepts me to upload it, because they've got this stupid thing about how long it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's what we've got going on, and my kid is still back in school, still super happy, and I'm happy, and yeah, that's about covers it.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, I'm happy to hear that, and you've been absolutely killing it for like, I don't know, God, like a couple of months now, man. You've been going crazy. All that lack of sleep still hasn't beaten you up, which I'm super surprised about. So congratulations to you for powering through it, man, and making it happen regardless. I can definitely respect that. But it's good to hear from you, Buck. And you guys go check out what he does and everything. He's got some really good meaning behind his projects, and it all goes to the little guy and helping him out. So, but with that being said, before we close up the space, I gotta hear from the Arcadians, and hopefully you guys are doing fucking phenomenal. It's been a while, so.
Hi, yes, fucking phenomenal. What an entrance. I know, I've had you playing while I've been sitting at work, and then I heard you say that you were going to wrap things up, and I was like, fuck it, I just got to get up and I'm going to walk away so that I can come up and say hello, because I feel like I've been the slackest friend ever. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be.
I love you and
I get
I
it, man.
You,
like, we get busy. I get it. Trust me. Like, I haven't been jumping in Discord lately, anybody's Discord here lately or anything, because I've just, been head over heels in work, essentially. So.
Yeah, it's full on. And we're the same. Like, we've not really been too heavy on even Twitter Spaces recently. And we've just been doing, like, we've had so many bookings. Like, we've been booking in calls, and we've been doing podcasts, and that's time that I guess we were sort of sitting in spaces. And as important as it is to like keep those connections and connect with new people and to support each other, it's like, yeah, sometimes we just have to leverage our time a little bit better, which is what we've had to do. But I've definitely still missed you all, so it's it's good to listen to some of the chats today, which is cool.
We missed you too. I tell you what, I highly recommend going and checking out our last space and listening to the recording. It was such an awesome space, and like crazy knowledge bombs were dropped in it.
So that's your Saturday night space?
Yeah, last Saturday. Yep. It'll be episode 72.
How late do you guys stay on?
Maybe 11. Maybe 11. I think so. Meta, do you remember what time we got out of that?
God, bro. Yeah, I don't even remember what I have for breakfast. Like, no, you're asking a lot of questions for a non-pro.
Oh, I'm sitting here trying to think, like, who else was in here?
I think it was, like, it had to have been, like...
midnight Eastern time.
Was it midnight? Was it after?
It was 11:45 midnight.
So 11 Central,
yeah. What am I talking about after the game? Oh, it was after the Phillies game. Yeah. Am I right?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm right, but I'm probably wrong.
All right, we're just gonna say you are. So okay, that's where we're going. But we're here till 11 p.m. Thank you, fine. 11 p.m. Central, 12 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, we're here for a little bit, but it was a hell of a space, man. Hell of a space.
I didn't even remember that was Saturday. I thought that was literally yesterday, bro. Like, what is going on in my life? Like, all these days are running together. I need to focus on Web 3 or Web 2. What is going on?
Address.
It's the pain of Web 3.
On your feed over the weekend, Lev, did you? Because you're obviously connected with a few of us Aussies. Did you see the
Aussie movement?
The Aussie movement? Did you see us break the internet?
That's what made me DM you. You were like, where the hell are you? Because I'm seeing
anyway, I'm going to end this live stream
feed,
so that I can log into MetaMask so that we can then...
So I'm like, what's going on? Are you guys okay?
Figure out what is going on.
Yeah, it must just be the algorithm because you've actually been so active on Twitter. So